I don't know why you're doing this.
Mom, I want you to tell me about Dad.
Why can't you just let sleeping dogs, like,
Please just talk to me.
talk to you with the camera running?
Yes.
Well, what do you want to know?
Everything?
Everything. It's not that easy. Just when I met Sam, your father, he was a funny and charming man. He had the gift of gab. He could talk the ear off of anybody. And, I fell pretty fast and pretty hard.
And this was during college?
Mm-hmm. Well, my college, he'd already earned his degree.
Right.
And I thought I was pretty lucky. I mean, he seemed to be a really wonderful and decent man. And so we got engaged pretty quickly.
Why so fast?
Well, things were different back then.
How so?
Well, it wasn't like it is now. It's sex was something that only married couples did, and then if you got divorced, you didn't want anybody to know because everybody would look down on you, and you never had, God forbid, a child out of wedlock. So if you got pregnant, you got married, and you got married fast.
So you were pregnant?
Exactly.
I didn't know that.
Every family has its secrets.
Well, that's why I'm here. I want to know the family secrets.
Did you go see your sister? Because I went there yesterday. I brought her a bouquet, a new one, and it looks really nice. I think you ought to go and see her.
I will.
She got out. She was lucky she got out when she did. It's just a shame that everything came back at her, kicked her in the face.
What did?
Sam's legacy.
What does that even mean?
Your father, I don't think he ever really wanted to get married or have kids. He just did it because when I told him my news, he felt it was the right thing to do. Can you get me a glass of water?
Yeah.
Thank you. So our first year together was pretty solid, but I could tell that your dad was getting restless pretty quickly. He really didn't want to be married, so but he was a decent guy. He didn't want to get a divorce. So he did the next best thing. He got a new job as a truck driver, so it got him out of the house 25 days a month. Then when he came home, he would bring home these random, strange friends of his that he picked up on the road. And they would stay with us. They'd stay on the couch, and they'd eat our food, and then they would leave with him when he went on his next job.
Did any of these people stand out?
Well, most of them were just drifters and hitchhiking across the country. And then good old Sam, he was more than happy to help these guys out because he had somebody to talk to, somebody to listen to him. There was one guy that stood out. He wasn't like a drifter. He was different. He was, what was his name? He wore these expensive suits and had this air about him. Had nothing to do with me. Didn't talk to me, but I would hear them talking real quiet late at night and arguing, talking and arguing. There's something about him talking and arguing.
What would they talk about?
I don't know. Mill.